Now, let's delve deeper into Errol Flynn's bizarre secret peephole in his bathroom, and the scandalous events that unfolded around it. Errol Flynn's mansion in Hollywood held a peculiar secret within its walls, a hidden peephole in the bathroom. This unusual feature was not for architectural intrigue, but for voyeuristic purposes. Flynn's insatiable curiosity led him to use this peephole to spy on unsuspecting women, indulging in their private moments. His behavior bordered on obsession, a dark shadow lurking behind his charming facade. Rumors swirled about Flynn's questionable activities, with whispers of scandal and misconduct following him wherever he went. His fame and allure seemed to fuel his reckless behavior, blurring the lines between fantasy and reality. As his stardom rose, so did his appetite for secrecy and scandal, creating a tangled web of mystery and intrigue around the iconic actor. Flynn's troubled past and tumultuous relationships painted a picture of a man driven by inner demons and unchecked desires. His actions shocked the public and tarnished his reputation, revealing a side of him that few had seen before. The once beloved Hollywood heartthrob now stood at the center of a scandal that would forever change how he was viewed by the world. Errol Flynn is remembered as one of Hollywood's most iconic stars, celebrated for his charisma and captivating performances. On screen, he portrayed refined and heroic characters, often embodying the ideal of the charming swashbuckler. However, his personal life was marked by shadows and controversies that starkly contrasted with his glamorous on-screen persona. Despite his successful career, the actor's life outside the film industry was riddled with scandal. Reports emerged that he indulged in dishonest exploits, and his name frequently made headlines in gossip tabloids. Many of these stories remained hidden from the public eye during his life, but after his tragic passing, a flood of tales surfaced that painted a picture of a man entangled in oddities and legal troubles. These so-called dirty little secrets hinted at a life filled with intrigue, raising questions about the true character of the man behind the legend. As stories of his escapades and controversies circulated, they revealed a complex individual who, despite his cinematic heroics, lived a life steeped in mystery and contradiction. Errol Flynn, known for his oddities and scandals, was not your typical Hollywood actor. From eating raw onions to engaging in taxidermy, bat, and frog-jumping competitions, Flynn's eccentricities were as legendary as his on-screen performances. His never-say-die attitude permeated both his personal and professional life, evident in his passion for practicing professional tightrope walking. This classic entertainer also had a unique hobby of being a miniature kangaroo keeper and owning voodoo dolls. Flynn often intrigued his audience by seeking their opinions on his bizarre habits, adding an enigmatic charm to his public persona. Despite his unconventional quirks, Errol Flynn remained a captivating figure both on and off the silver screen. Errol Flynn, the Australian-American actor, achieved international stardom during his time in Hollywood with his typecast romantic swashbuckler parts and regular collaborations with Olivia de Havilland. Known for his reputation for womanizing and hedonistic off-screen life, few Hollywood actors of the era could equal his dashing movie talent. Flynn's shining career extended from the late 1930s up to the 1950s, leaving a lasting mark on classic Hollywood cinema. Before his Hollywood adventure, Errol Flynn had to travel from his hometown in Tasmania to England, a journey that was more of a wild adventure where he often scammed people or stole, just to get what he desired. It is said he lived a life with an ethical principle of why work when you can take what you want. This swashbuckling screen hero's life of swords, shame, seduction, booze, sailboats, and audacity fascinated fans. After tasting fame and glamour as an actor, he put a stop to unlawful activities, although critics say his morals were less deserving. While discussing the influences on the actor, it's clear that his life reflects how deeply parents and friends can shape a person's character. His early years were marked by turmoil and challenge, creating a backdrop that contrasted sharply with his later professional successes. Despite achieving fame and recognition in his career, his personal life was riddled with difficulties that many would not expect from someone with such talent. His charisma and good looks captivated audiences, yet behind the glamour, there were struggles that led to an unfortunate trajectory. The relationships he maintained, particularly those steeped in recklessness, significantly impacted his lifestyle. Heavy drinking became a part of his routine, drawing him into a world that ultimately contributed to his untimely demise. This combination of early influences and later choices paints a picture of a life that, while dazzling on the surface, struggled with the darker aspects of fame and friendship, leaving a legacy that prompts reflection on the price of celebrity. Errol Flynn, also known as the actor, captured the imagination of most young men of his generation. His portrayal of heroes is somewhat special in that he played the kind of characters who changed the course of things by doing the right thing through courageous displays of fearless and self-sacrificing attitude. The actor's avid portrayal of Robin Hood won him the admiration of most ladies and endeared him to most men, who applauded his bravery in protecting women and assisting the needy. A kind of a model male figure he was, whether he was depicting the brave sheriff of Dodge City or the compassionate pirate. In nearly all roles he played, the actor won even more respect, and some fans say they find it difficult to separate his screen character from his real personality. Errol Flynn, not what he did in the Alamo displaying heroism in the ring, as a principled world champion prize fighter Jim Corbett that reminds me of his tightrope walking talent, and how he did frog jumping competitions during leisure hours. Are you one of those who, after watching this classic, go out into the street, hoping to find a lady being maltreated by a bully to rescue? That's the kind of heroism his character made his audience feel in almost each of his movies. Those legendary virile screen characters he displayed were also imbued with decency that will impress anyone, making himself a virtue of honor and a metaphor for most ideal male traits, strength and compassion. Leaving home at 17 for the seafaring trip, young Flynn, out of the need for survival, had to mingle with several dishonest friends, men who did not think it was wise to live an honest life. Applying his type of doctrine of necessity, he had to steal money to get enough to live and continue his voyages. Errol Flynn is one of those special talents that can do tightrope walking in 2-ton shoes. In his career, Flynn was said to have drunk a quarter of vodka daily while residing on his yacht with his third wife. It appeared he reflected on his life and penned down in his memoir how he still could not understand why people enjoy working, buttressing his work less earn more attitude. Errol Leslie Thompson Flynn, the man you know as Errol Flynn, was born in 1909 in Tasmania to Professor Theodore Flynn, a lecturer at the University of Tasmania, and his mother Lily Young Morrill. His mother's seafaring background is believed to have inspired Flynn's interest in sea journeys. Flynn was rebellious from an early age, experiencing a spiteful cycle in his childhood and teenage years. He had trouble obeying school rules despite his father's good name, often being expelled for absenteeism, fighting, or other forms of dishonest behavior. After being expelled from several schools in London, Flynn returned to Australia, where he was expected to change his character. His time at a local school followed a similar pattern as he was expelled for theft, though he later told fans that the reason was that they discovered he was dating a much older maid who was a staff member of the school. Errol Flynn was first seen as a performer when he was 9, serving as a page boy to Enid Lyons in a Queen Carnival. He was described then as a handsome, fearless, and somewhat arrogant boy. I heard how Flynn was once engaged to Naomi Campbell Dibbs, a daughter of a noble family, but he cheated on her, and that engagement came to nothing. During that period, he also abandoned his academics to satisfy his adventurous spirit. Flynn was fired from his first job at a mining firm after he was accused of theft. It became obvious that he had no patience for earning money through legitimate means. In the pursuit of wealth and adventure, the actor found himself drawn to the allure of the sea. His journey led him to Papua New Guinea, where he became one of the marauders, seeking quick riches through gold mining. However, this ambition quickly turned into a nightmare when his crew was ambushed by a local ethnic group. Arrows flew in all directions as his men scrambled for safety. In the chaos, he managed to gun down one of the attackers and rejoined his crew, but the horror of the incident lingered. Fear of retaliation haunted him throughout the night. Despite the danger, he faced an even greater challenge when he was put on trial for murder by the local authorities. Representing himself, he navigated the complex legal landscape with surprising skill, ultimately finding success with a plea of self-defense. This brush with the law was just one of many tumultuous events that colored his life, as he sought to balance his love for adventure with the realities of legal repercussions. Being a habitual womanizer, the actor's life had many twists, but one incident stood out because it had nothing to do with women. His early interest in acting led him to relocate to Britain, where he began working and absorbing the necessary skills for his craft. However, his troublesome nature quickly emerged. Just a few months after starting, he was sacked from the company he worked with due to a squabble with a female stage manager, during which he reportedly pushed her down a set of stairs. Despite this incident, his destiny was far from derailed. Shortly thereafter, he landed a role in a Warner Brothers film shot in London, which opened the door to Hollywood. This marked the beginning of his rise as the Tasmanian-born king of the swashbucklers. With early fame as Captain Blood in 1935, he captivated audiences with his charm, signature pencil mustache, and a shiny cutlass, solidifying his reputation as a man who could hardly say no to women. His charisma won him the hearts of moviegoers and set the stage for a legendary career. Errol Flynn, the legendary actor, had a fame and reputation that transcended Hollywood. A writer once remarked that every woman desired him, and every man aspired to emulate him. Known as a gentleman scoundrel, Flynn exuded a daring charm both on and off the screen. For a remarkable 5-year period, he enthralled audiences with his heroic performances in adventurous dramas, showcasing his mastery of boldness through daring stunts. Studio head Jack Warner likened him to the dueling Fred Astaire, highlighting Flynn's unparalleled charisma. Off-screen, Flynn's playful antics were just as captivating as his on-screen persona. Despite his brief stardom as Warner Brothers' top box office draw, Flynn's reputation as a womanizer overshadowed his professional achievements. Renowned for his promiscuity, he even coined the phrase "in like Flynn," symbolizing his unabashed openness. One actor famously quipped, "When I sin, I'm in like Flynn," capturing the actor's notorious reputation. Flynn's larger-than-life persona and tumultuous lifestyle solidified his status as one of Hollywood's most captivating and controversial figures. Errol Flynn, unfortunately for him, the negative swag soon dragged his career into the mud. He was brought to trial for sex-related offenses. Little wonder after his demise in 1959. Flynn became a huge object of dishonest rumors. There was gossip about bisexuality, and seemingly false accusations that he did a bit of spying for the Germans during World War II. Interestingly, his name kept appearing on several pages of unauthorized memoirs that get even more shocking with some revelations that were never told. It is no surprise that Flynn was christened the Tasmanian Devil, a man who portrays himself as a specialist in international pleasure palaces. He was true to his epic maxim, "I like my whiskey old, and my women young for the same reasons." Errol Flynn's first marriage to actress Lily Demita ended in a scandalous altercation at a Paris nightclub known as the Monaco. Reports claim that Lily calmly witnessed a group of women tiring out Flynn before handing him over to the authorities for a night in jail. Flynn's unconventional lifestyle, coupled with rumors of sharing intimate details about his relationships, painted him as anything but a gentleman. He was said to have boosted actress Anne Sheridan's career, referring to her as a starlet he promoted. Flynn's interactions with women portrayed him as one who invested his talents in every woman he encountered. His daily routines contradicted the public's perception of him, a theme explored in his memoir, My Wicked, Wicked Ways, where he pondered the line between his on-screen persona and his true self, likening his life to a scripted performance. Drinking and fornication defined much of the actor's life, creating a tumultuous reputation. He often reflected on his legendary roles as a source of misery, perhaps due to the demands of his director, Michael Curtiz, who pushed for realism in every scene, seemingly indifferent to the toll took on the actor. Yet, vodka remained a source of joy for him, a companion during verbal duels with unfriendly gossip writers, and a means to captivate the hearts of adoring fans. Rumors abound about his eccentric habits, like injecting vodka into whole oranges to mask his drinking. He once labeled alcohol as a slow, but certain path to self-destruction, predicting he would succumb to its effects in 12 years, while living life to the fullest, which included purchasing an island in Jamaica and indulging in yachting with friends. His love for green onions intrigued fans, especially after he displayed his fondness for them in one film, leading to speculation about an onion diet. Unique pets also filled his life. He owned a miniature kangaroo and a dog trained for protection. During a legal battle, a voodoo doll resembling him became a curious accessory. The authorities ordered him to give his Mulholland home to his ex-wife, Lily Demita, a house shrouded in dark secrets. It had peepholes and two-way mirrors, allowing him to spy on female guests, with microphones hidden throughout for eavesdropping. Such a setup suited his notorious womanizing ways, painting a vivid picture of his life. After publishing My Wicked, Wicked Ways in 1959, he passed away at the age of 50, likely due to intoxication. After the actor left humanity, debates arose about whether he victimized women or was himself a victim of them. Critics largely leaned toward the view that he was a victim rather than a conqueror, suggesting that women deceived him, married him, and ultimately made him prey. He famously declared that women wouldn't allow him to stay single, nor would he let himself remain married. This conflicted relationship with women raised questions about how the world perceives him. Some wondered if he was seen as the male version of Mae West, the famous blonde man trap known for her innuendos about her libido. It was suggested that this perception might explain his peculiar habit of eating raw onions. The connection between raw onion juice and sexual drive remains uncertain, but it prompted analysts to compare him to the irresistible Marilyn Monroe. His relationships seemed to impact his finances too, as he expressed difficulty reconciling his extravagant habits with his income. He faced a complex legacy shaped by these dynamics, leaving fans and critics pondering his true status in the world of fame and romance. Some have linked the actor's character to his mother's strict influence. She was a disciplinarian who often offered harsh criticisms. Little Errol faced severe punishments and was labeled a wicked and evil little boy. Such remarks seemingly shaped his self-image and character, instilling a deep-seated need to prove his strength. Critics suggest that this early pressure may have led to his fighting ideology, where winning a fight became a social validation of his strength and worth. This rivalry and need to assert himself likely stemmed from an upbringing filled with critical remarks. Additionally, his mother's seafaring background played a role in shaping his adventurous spirit. The lessons he learned were often tough and pragmatic, contributing to a life approach that embraced both adventure and a certain level of dishonesty. The harsh realities he faced early on molded his ethical outlook, leading to a life characterized by escapades and a quest for excitement. The combination of strict discipline at home and the challenging lessons from his mother's experiences left a lasting impact on his personality and choices, forever intertwining family influence with the actor's journey through life. Errol Flynn was born into a family in Tasmania, Australia. His parents were Theodore Thompson Flynn, a biologist, and Morel Young, a descendant of a pioneering seafaring family. Growing up, Flynn showed early interest in acting, likely influenced by his mother, who encouraged his creativity. As a young adult, he ventured into different jobs, including gold prospecting, before finding his passion for acting. Flynn's early exposure to the craft came when he traveled to New Guinea on an expedition, where he met the famed filmmaker, Charles Chauvel. Chauvel saw potential in Flynn and gave him a role in the film In the Wake of the Bounty, marking the beginning of his acting career. This experience ignited Flynn's love for the cinema and set him on the path to becoming a Hollywood star. Throughout his career, Errol Flynn was mentored by director Michael Curtiz, who cast him in the swashbuckling classic, Captain Blood, a role that solidified Flynn's image as a dashing and adventurous leading man. Flynn's charisma on screen and his natural talent captivated audiences worldwide, making him a prominent figure in the golden age of Hollywood. One day, while sailing the seas, Errol Flynn stumbled upon a theater troupe performing on a nearby island. Intrigued, he watched in awe as the actors brought characters to life. Their passion ignited a spark in Errol's heart. From that day on, he spent every spare moment honing his craft, practicing lines in the mirror, and studying the art of acting. His dedication paid off, landing him his first role on stage. The applause of the audience fueled his desire, and he knew he had found his calling. In the early days, Errol Flynn faced significant challenges, including financial struggles and industry skepticism. Despite these obstacles, Flynn showed remarkable resilience. He tackled financial difficulties by taking on various odd jobs to support himself, demonstrating his determination to succeed in the entertainment world. In response to industry skepticism, Flynn used his creativity to stand out. He honed his craft tirelessly, striving to improve his acting skills and prove his worth to doubters. Through hard work and perseverance, Flynn overcame these hurdles, paving the way for his success in the film industry. When Errol Flynn starred in Captain Blood in 1935, it marked a significant turning point in his career. His charismatic performance as the swashbuckling hero resonated with audiences and critics alike, establishing him as a leading man in Hollywood. Critics praised his ability to blend charm with action, transforming the image of the dashing hero. This role opened doors to more adventurous films that showcased his athleticism and charm. Collaborator Michael Curtiz has noted Flynn's unique ability to bring depth to a character while maintaining a light-hearted demeanor, making him a favorite among filmmakers. As Flynn continued to rise, his role in The Adventures of Robin Hood in 1938 further solidified his status as a cinematic icon. The film's innovative Technicolor and Flynn's dynamic performance captivated viewers, and it received critical acclaim. Fellow actor Olivia de Havilland remarked on Flynn's magnetic screen presence, stating that he had an effortless way of drawing people into his performances. This film not only showcased his talent, but also set a standard for action-adventure movies that followed. Flynn's later work in films like The Seahawk and The Charge of the Light Brigade continued to build on his reputation as the ultimate action hero. Critics recognized his ability to balance drama and action, which made his performances memorable. Despite personal struggles and controversies in his life, Flynn's impact on Hollywood was undeniable, as he redefined the swashbuckling genre and left a lasting legacy in film history through roles that captivated audiences and influenced countless actors. Errol Flynn, the actor known for his swashbuckling roles, had a unique approach to his work, drawing from his adventurous spirit and personal experiences. Flynn brought a sense of daring and charisma to his performances. His own life, filled with ups and downs, likely influenced his portrayals of confident and bold characters on screen. Flynn's worldview, shaped by his travels and escapades, infused his acting with a sense of excitement and bravado. These elements combined to create a style that was all his own, making him a beloved figure in classic Hollywood cinema. Errol Flynn was a charismatic actor known for his swashbuckling roles in Hollywood films of the 1930s and 1940s. His performances in movies like The Adventures of Robin Hood and Captain Blood set new standards for action and adventure on screen. Industry experts praise Flynn for his natural charm and screen presence that captivated audiences worldwide. His influence on storytelling can be seen in the way he brought a sense of adventure and daring to his characters, setting a trend for heroic leading men in film. Many actors have cited Errol Flynn as an inspiration for their own careers, drawn to his dynamic performances and on-screen energy. Through his contributions to the industry, Errol Flynn left a lasting legacy that continues to shape storytelling and filmmaking today. Moving beyond Errol Flynn's acting career, let's explore glimpses into his personal life and values. Errol Flynn led a colorful life outside of Hollywood, with a passion for adventure and the outdoors. He was an avid sailor and explorer, often embarking on sailing expeditions to exotic locations. Flynn's adventurous spirit and love for nature influenced his work, as he infused his on-screen performances with a sense of daring and excitement. In addition to his love for adventure, Flynn was known for his charm and charisma, which endeared him to many both on and off the screen. He valued camaraderie and friendship, often hosting lively gatherings at his home, where guests enjoyed his hospitality and wit. Despite his reputation as a Hollywood playboy, Flynn also had a compassionate side. He was involved in various philanthropic efforts, supporting causes related to children's welfare and education. Flynn's generosity and concern for others reflected his underlying values of kindness and empathy. Overall, Errol Flynn's personal life was marked by a zest for life, a genuine care for others, and a deep appreciation for nature and adventure. Errol Flynn's legacy in the film industry is marked by his charismatic performances and adventurous roles that captivated audiences during Hollywood's golden age. Known for his charm and swashbuckling characters, he became a symbol of the romantic hero. Flynn's impact is seen in the way he redefined leading men, combining elegance with ruggedness. His performances in films like Captain Blood and The Adventures of Robin Hood set a standard for action heroes, influencing generations of actors. Looking towards the future, Flynn would likely emphasize the importance of authenticity in storytelling. He might encourage aspiring professionals to embrace their unique voices and perspectives, reminding them that every story has value. Flynn would advise them to remain resilient in the face of challenges and to continually hone their craft. He would stress the significance of collaboration in filmmaking, highlighting how great films come from teamwork and shared passion. Aspiring artists should not only focus on fame, but also on the impact their work can have on society. They should strive to create art that resonates with audiences and leaves a lasting impression. By doing so, they can honor the legacy of past icons while paving the way for future generations. Errol Flynn's journey through the world of acting showcases his remarkable passion and innovation. From his early roles in adventure films to becoming a Hollywood legend, he captivated audiences with his charm and daring spirit. Flynn's performances in classic films like Captain Blood and The Adventures of Robin Hood redefined the swashbuckling genre. His charisma brought characters to life, making viewers root for the heroes he portrayed. Flynn was not just a talented actor, He also pushed boundaries, embracing new techniques and storytelling methods that enriched the cinematic experience. His influence extended beyond his films, inspiring countless actors and filmmakers. Despite facing personal challenges, Flynn's determination to create memorable performances left a lasting mark on the entertainment industry. His legacy reminds us of the power of creativity and perseverance, encouraging future generations to follow their dreams and explore their artistic passions. Errol Flynn captivated audiences with his charm, charisma, and adventurous roles in classic films. His performances in movies like The Adventures of Robin Hood and Captain Blood showcased his ability to blend action with romance, making him a true icon of Hollywood's golden age. Known for his swashbuckling roles, Flynn brought a sense of heroism and excitement to the screen, influencing countless actors who followed. His larger-than-life persona extended beyond film, as he was also a skilled sailor and a passionate lover of life, often living on the edge. Despite controversies and struggles in his personal life, his work continues to resonate, reminding us of a time when adventure and romance dominated cinema. Fans of all ages appreciate his contributions and the legacy he left behind. Share your thoughts on Errol Flynn's impact on film and storytelling in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights celebrating the creative spirits shaping entertainment